WEGH News, Channel 15.
Many times we spend our summer vacations at the beach, but do we really think about the ocean's ecosystem? Here with a live report, Elizabeth Hendon. Elizabeth?
Thank you. Yes, for the past week, I have been going to different oceans in the marine biomes and getting some more information that you wouldn't normally know about it. Stay tuned. The saltwater biome is the largest biome. It covers 3/4 of the Earth. Here shows you the climate graph. The red line represents the average temperature, and the blue graph represents how much rainfall each month. Now, of course, there are going to be some competition in the marine biomes. So here are some pictures that I took to represent some competitions. Here you see a picture of krill. And here is a picture of a whale. And right here you see a fish. In a situation like this, the whale is going to get the krill because the fish are smaller than the whale and the whale overpowers the fish. Some type of fish like to stay on rocks, but if barnacles are there, then they cannot stay there. This is another example of competition. Also, if there are 2 male fish and 1 female, the males will fight to see who can mate with the other female fish. Also, while I was there, I saw each type of symbiotic relationships. This is an example of commensalism. The clownfish is getting benefit by hiding from its predators, but the anemone is neither getting helped or harmed. Here's an example of parallelism. The isotope is staying in there getting its food and it's killing the fish. Here is an example of mutualism. The boxer crab kills its enemies with its tentacles and eats it, and then with the leftovers, the anemone gets to eat it. Some limiting factors of density dependent would be the temperature of the water and the waves. Sharks have 5 to 7 gill slits, which when the water passes by them, the oxygen is being taken in by their blood. Dolphins have very flexible bodies, so they can jump out of water so they can either get to their destination quicker or see where their food is. The bright red anemones are to attract fish, and when the fish touch it, it has spikes on it and kills it and they eat the fish. Seaweed has air bladders to make them to float to the top of the surface of the ocean so they can get more sunlight for photosynthesis. Seagrass is on the bottom of the ocean floor, mostly in the shallow part of the ocean for sunlight. The coralline algae is very hard. It helps support the coral reefs. Pollution is a big deal in the marine biome. Things like oil spills and people wanting to save money and just dumping their trash in the ocean is really bad for it. Here you see how the water cycle in the ocean correlates. Fish poop out the nitrogen and then it goes and decomposes and then it gets released back into the air, aka the water, and then the cycle repeats all over again. Just a little bit that I have learned over the week about marine biomes.
Great story, Elizabeth. Coming up next, local Marietta man helps daughter with class project. That story and more after the break. Keep it classy, Marietta.